The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He believes so strongly in this wide receiver. He has been in the top 5 all season in receiving yards. Nobody can cover this guy. We've seen every type of different defense. Bracket, zone. Nobody has been able to stop him this year. Let's see if he's able to have a similar impact on this game today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hits inside, it's Martin. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first 3rd down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down, and now maybe open it up even more.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. The tag, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sayed. Fires to the right. And the timing just a hair off. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer.
He's got it along the sideline. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Play fake, say it. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Smith. Turning on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's changing the play. To the air, it's Beck. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Running inside. It's Martin. Turning it on. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Makes him talk to the hand. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Out wide right, it's Sauer.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quick give, it's Wallace. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Brought down at the 33. Gets the job done. It'll be 1st down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that 1st down by running it because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Moving the pocket, it's Beck. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Making the adjustment. Wants to go up top on second down. Lets it fly. Out wide left, it's Hansen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got his man.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Breaks into the open. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. It's a fumble. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Sayin to throw. Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because
he'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeye! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he puts through the extra point.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Moves the pocket. It's Beck. Picked off. What a play to set him up. There he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. See it. And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Myers on the move. Just too much juice on that one as he... mails his receiver out of bounds.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State. Extra point here will tie the game.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, it's Jackson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Makes the grab. Fights off a defender. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. to throw again. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20. In with the pick six. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Say it. He's going to let it go. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ohio State. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Follows his blocks. It's Martin. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and a nice job understanding. They're trying to run a screen. They're trying to throw that over your head. They let you run up the field. You're not going to get to be able to get the sack, get your hands in the air, try to affect the quarterback, and a nice job getting my hands in the air and deflecting the football.
Back to pass. It's Beck. Rush right in his face. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This third down a little longer after that penalty. The run inside. It's Wallace. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How nice nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He lets one fly deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice...
Lets it fly. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Still looking. They get to him as he throws. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants and will finally get into the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
From the gun on third down, Sayin. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Fourth down, Sayin. Intercepted for the 11th time. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Escapes the pressure going right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires it incomplete.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Booster, booster. Rock. Q. Squid. Ready, go.
Got to make the play on fourth. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Offense in a bunch formation. He leaves it with the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Inside. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. He wants it all. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Sayin to throw. Gets it to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They put the brakes on it.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Right side, it's Johnson. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Now here's Sayin. He wants to go deep. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Takes a handoff. It's Wallace. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Drives inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. holding this fourth quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on fourth down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch him, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack
makes a grab and room to run. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The #1 team in the country, and if they're the best team, they'll have to prove it with a late drive. Touchdown, Buckeye! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He'll pull it on the read. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the fourth quarter. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. To the air, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Drops back on first down. They're all over it. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Second down to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trying to take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, the lead is 12 here in the fourth. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Making the adjustment on the play. Unloads it downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Second down, going to throw it. Rush is on. Hit as he throws. He makes a catch. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Snapped on 4th down. Lets it fly. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the 4th quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to happen to get back in this ball game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got it. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. To the